Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the happy hour. It's Friday. We got the three Ramigos here on Friday. Pre-pro Friday normally, but hey, we'll just probably end up going right through the card anyways. It's a smaller slate of we finished some of the college basketball, and we still got a good chunk left for tonight's slate. And then we got this big giant NBA card that man, I think I might have one solid bet for everybody there. And then we got the one NHL, and you'll get my best bet here.
That's
no
right.
On the site for me.
All right.
You'll get the best bet here this Friday. So you'll get it here on the happy hour. So as we always do, we'll get to the cappers, see how their morning's going in the college basketball action so far, and then we'll get right to the picks. So we'll kick it off with Ramon. How's your morning going, Ramon?
Yeah, Rod, I brought home a winner already in the NCAA tournament on the site. And good news, I'm in the 99.7 percentile on the ESPN brackets. Now, that may sound glamorous. It's only good for 77,000th place, with only one wrong so far. But I guess I can't get the $1 billion or something like that, but good tournament so far. And with some mixed results last night. Certainly I was disappointed with that UC San Diego game because I was rooting for him a little bit, but I've enjoyed the tournament. I don't know if we're getting the best games so far, but it picked up certainly after we signed off the air yesterday with the night games. So I hope we have some good games tonight. We had some okay games here so far today, and a couple brewing here right now.
Definitely, the Baylor game came right down to the wire early to kick off the day, as I called it, the dumpster fire game. It definitely delivered. It was actually closer than I thought it was going to be, and a pretty good game there to kick off the day between those two. How's your morning going, Ron?
Well, I'm not on the board yet. I got my first one coming up here in an hour. You can get that right now. It's my best bet, Tony'sPicks.com for that one. Last night, hit 2 out of 3 best bets. Drake was easy over Mizzou. Again, you got these teams in the SEC that really kind of shouldn't have been there. Drake's defense was stifling, unbelievable defense, and coming from a Division II, program that they came from, just it's amazing what he's doing with that team and Drake. But we'll see what happens tomorrow, right? Ice, we lost Edmonton got a lead and then gave it up, and then gave it up in overtime, so we lost that one, but hit big with the Chicago Bulls, and I'll probably never bet them again. I don't like the Bulls, but they were the play last night, hands down, and they did come through for us outright against the Kings. But 3-3 night, we lost a little juice, but let's get it back tonight. And like I said, I got my you got your snipers, probably my NHL play as well. We might as well give it up for free tonight if we get to the hockey segment. So let's get back tonight.
Definitely can't complain so far. As Matt D says in the chat, way to go, Colorado State Ram there. Let's go Cinderella story in that one.
Mountain West won a game?
Mountain West won a game there, Ramon, and it was a premium for me. Loved Colorado.
You got on you, Rod. Somebody had to take it.
Someone had to take Colorado State in that one. You got to be selective with that Mountain West Conference teams. Some are trash.
Well, favorite over a fire, kind of tell you something.
They're all right. They got a nice win. Going far and deep. I don't know. A tough task up next for the Zags. And St. Mary's trying to battle here. 43-40 now. They were down by a good chunk, and they're trying to battle back. So we'll see what happens in that one. They're scrappy. They're definitely a scrappy bunch there. Not complaining. 2-0 start. And I do have St. Mary's, so I did take another Mountain West team. I don't know. I just figured Vandy on the road, tough place to go. I figured St. Mary's defense should travel. We'll see what's going on here if they can pull off the big old comeback.
Rod, I got to respect that Gonzaga hat. You didn't buy that yesterday, so you've been around.
This one's been this one was somebody said this to me after I burnt up another Gonzaga hat probably about 5 years ago. I said if Gonzaga loses the game, I figured for sure they were going right to the championship. I said I would burn the hat, so I had to. I burnt the hat, and then somebody who was following us then sent me this hat. So this hat will stay securely in my possession, and it'll never get burnt.
Those hat bets, Rod, remind me, after seeing that great video in tribute of Mitch, they were famous for their hat bets, weren't they?
Yep, always. We still do the hat bets between the Big Dogs crew that are still there, still around. Always remember, never forgotten.
If you haven't seen that tribute, go watch that video. It's awesome, guys. It's awesome.
Definitely, respect to Bish and his legacy. Continue on doing what he loves, because I'm sure, as Ron's, we've all he's touched us all in some way in the sports betting in world here. When it all comes to it, it's kind of like a hockey community where we all know each other and everybody's around. We sometimes don't agree on the same games, and that'll happen. But definitely, the respect is there for everybody. So it is what it is. Continue always remembering what he did. So I'm excited to see what's going forward, to remember his legacy and achieving what he wanted to do. So
I was his audio technician getting his mic working. He had so much trouble with that damn mic when he started out. So I was messing him back and forth trying to fix his mic. You got a good one though.
Mike, remember? Right?
Yep.
I remember those were the days, the original Pick Dog days, trying to get things rolling. No backgrounds, that was in the very beginning. We no fluff, no nothing, none of the. It was just straight up. We get your pick, and then we've added some stuff to it to up the game. That's all. We've added some graphics. We've added some thumbnails, made things better. And if you look, everybody's jumped on board and followed along. So it's good to see.
Yeah.
So let's get to today's action. We got an NBA card. I'm not excited for the NBA card. I like the NBA playoffs. I can't wait for the playoffs to start, because then we know what's going on. As we know, a great somebody said, playoffs. This is the playoffs. Not practice. Who cares about practice? This is what it seems like the NBA is right now down the stretch. It kind of likes some practice. There are some teams battling, and as Tony alludes to on many shows, it's find the living. The team that has something to play for and they're actually battling and actually trying, find those in the NBA. They might be a little bit rare right now because we've got a lot of tanking teams, but let's get to it. We'll kick it off with the where are we going to divide this? Let's do the first 6 here. We'll do Orlando and Washington. Orlando laying 8.5. We got the 76ers taking on the Spurs. Spurs still laying 6 from where it was this morning. Total 234.5 in that one. We got Houston taking on the Heat. Rockets still laying 4.5 there. Charlotte on their back-to-back taking on OKC. That's up to half a point less than 3 touchdowns for OKC. Minus 20.5 in that one. Total 220. Looking at New Orleans taking on Minnesota. That's up to 15 for Minnesota in that one. Detroit, Dallas, it was a 9. It's up to 9.5 there in that one. Total 231. Let's take a quick little look at the injury report, see what we got. On the Orlando side of things, still game time decision for Anthony and Queen. On the Washington side of things, Sadiq Bey out, Brogdon out, Koulibaly out, Smart out. Looking at Houston, Miami, looks like Thompson. Looks like he's going to play for Thompson. So I'm going to just say Shepard's out for the Rockets. On the Miami side of things, it just looks like Jovic out for the Heat. Looking at the Pelicans, we got Boston and Williamson. Good old Zion out for the Pelicans. On the Minnesota side, clean injury report for the Timberwolves. Looking at the 76ers taking on the Spurs. On the Spurs side of things, just Bassi out for the Spurs. On the 76ers side of things, we got Oubre, Maxey, Lowry, Drummond, Bona, all out. Looks like Walker will be a game time decision, but he's most likely to play there. Looking at Charlotte and OKC, Charlotte side of things, we got Williams, Salone, Okaji, Garrett, Ball, all out for Charlotte. On the OKC side of things, Williams, Mitchell, Dort, Dieng, and Wallace. Game time decision is Wallace. The other 4 that I mentioned are all out. On the Detroit side of things, Ivy still out there. Looking at Dallas side of things, Martin, Lively, Gafford, Exum, Davis, all out. Williams, game time decision, most likely to play there in that one. That wraps Up the first 6 on the slate. Heading on over to Ron. What do you think there in those first 6?
Yeah, I got my NBA 3-point play in this 6, so you can grab that right now at Tony's Picks. I'm looking at the Rockets. Man, the Heat have just fallen off. I don't know what's going on. Rockets are 20-12 against the spread on the road this year, and they're winning by 9 points. That covers 5.5 to me. So give me the Rockets in that one. Also, look at Detroit, outstanding on the road once again, 22-12 on the road this year, ATS. And they're laying 8.5. Well, guess what they win by? About 14 points a game on the road. And give me the Detroit Pistons in that one.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you think here in these ones, Ramon?
Well, gosh darn it, Rod, I'm going to lay 3 touchdowns. You know what? I'm coming on here to go big.
Touchdown!
Go big or go home, baby.
Charlotte's defense, Carolina's defense, all their safeties are out, and they have only one linebacker. So let's lay it with OKC. Seriously, though, yeah, both teams having some roster issues here tonight. Maybe OKC's is a little bit less of a burden on their roster. They got a take no prisoners kind of attitude certainly right now, and they're back again on a streak, Rod. 4 straight wins and covers here right now. And Charlotte coming off of a win. They're on a back-to-back. I got to lay 21 points tonight with the Thunder. I don't know if I'd do it in the premium section, but I'm going to do it right here, and I'm going to put some money down on it to lay 21 points. I'm going to do it tonight.
Normally, when I lay minus 20.5 points in the NBA, you better be giving me a plus 350 or a plus 380 because usually you're taking one of those extendo lines from. So for me, laying 3 touchdowns in the NBA, it is definitely not value spot there to be betting that. But I get it. Charlotte doesn't look like they're doing anything. So what we see from these G Leaguers, though, is they can shoot the ball and they don't play any defense. So give me the over in that one. I think we just we go right up and over that 220.5 there in that one. Just because it's G Leaguers shoot, more shoot. So give me the over there. Another one I'm looking at here is look at that the Magic laying that big number. Not laying that. Not laying. Gonna try to chase it with the Wizards either. Give me the over 216 there in that one. Another group of G Leaguers on Washington that can definitely score some points. And the Magic not playing the same type of defense we know the Magic for. They've been giving up the points. So 216, way too light. I think we can get into the 220s in that one. And then the other one I like in this spot is give me the Rockets. This one, it was close for making the premium area. But for me, it'll be a free play here for you guys. It'll probably be one of the best free plays I can see in the NBA here today. Take the Rockets. I think they cruise to a nice winning cover there over the Heat.
Same here. I was that close, Rod. That close.
Right? That close. I
was on them this morning. My chat was on them too. So give it a clean sweep here. 3 check marks, Rockets.
Nice. I'm going to add that to the parlay at the end of the show for me.
Good job, Rod.
Then Detroit and Dallas, you look at this Dallas team and it's like, ooh, we get more G Leaguers. So Detroit can score some points. They're actually putting up some good points. So give me the over 231.5 there in that one. That's why that total's so high. You look, you're going, man, that's a high total for all these guys being out. But what I've seen in the NBA lately is with all those guys being out, it turns into a track meet and you get some higher scoring games. So give me the over Detroit and Dallas. That wraps up the early slate. Let's kick it on to the there's some better games, I think, in the late slate of the NBA today. Kicking it off with Boston taking on Utah. Maybe not this one. Boston laying 15 in that one, taking on the Jazz. Cleveland taking on Phoenix, laying 8.5 in that one. And we got Denver heading into Portland. Portland laying 2. Memphis taking on the Clippers. That's up to 7 now. Clippers laying 7, total 230 in that one. Quick look at the injury report. We got, where are we? In the Boston game, Brown out, Tillman out. On the Utah side of things, Springer, Martin, Markkanen, Harkless, Collins, all out. Clarkson, game time decision for Utah. Looking at the Cleveland Cavs, clean injury report. Don't see anybody on that one. Phoenix side of things, Plumlee, Beal, both out. Allen, game time decision there for Allen. Denver and Portland, looking Strather out, Joker out. Murray, game time decision. Gordon and Braun, looking like most likely, but they're listed as game time decision, but most likely they played there. On the Portland side of things, Williams, Walker, Ayton, Grant, actually Grant is a game time decision, but most likely he's not playing there in that one for Portland. Memphis and the Clippers, looking at the Clipper side of things, looks like Lundy and Miller out for the Clippers. On the Memphis side of things, Stevens, Poulin, Morant, Clark out. Bain, game time decision for Memphis. That wraps up those four. Heading on over to Ramon. What do you think there in those four, Ramon?
Yeah, I'll go to the bottom of the board here. Late game tonight, 10:40 Eastern with Memphis and the Clippers. I'm going to go over here. Obviously, a little bit of a decline in the total down to 230 or so, maybe even a little bit lower, probably with Morant out. The thought might be maybe that they won't be able to keep that high total up there. Still a pretty high total, right? And Memphis 10 straight overs as an underdog. They're 23-11 to the over on the road. I'm going to take advantage of this little decline in the number here. I'll call it value, and I'm going to go over with Memphis and the Clippers tonight.
Heading on over to Ron. What do you think there in those four, NBA, Ron?
Man, no question about this one. Clippers at home, 24-10 ATS, winning by 12 points per game. We know what the Grizzlies are doing or what they're not doing right now, so it's a no-brainer. We got to stick with the Clippers in this one.
And for me, looking at these ones, I like the over in that game. Give me the over 230 between the Clippers and Memphis. Same thing, G League. Even when Memphis has some of those guys out, their G Leaguers definitely know how to hustle. So give me the over 230 with the increase that the Clippers have actually playing some pretty good ball over their last 5, 4-1, 4-1 against that number. I think we can get into the 240s in that one. And then with those guys out for Denver, you know what? I'm going to take Portland here. I think Portland's battling for one of those play-in spots in the playoffs. So, as I said, alluded to, taking a team that's alive. This might be a late steam play. Definitely, we'll see how things go there. Definitely looking for that late question mark on one more guy. We'll see there in Portland. But I like Portland there over Denver. Denver 2-3, 1-4 against the number, and definitely missing the boatload of guys there. They definitely have some G Leaguers that can score. So, lean to an over in that matchup as well. That wraps up the NBA slate of things. Heading on over to the college basketball action that we got going. What's left on the board? Let's see here. When's that one kick off? We still got time. We'll kick it off with, let's see. We'll just do everything we got left because we only got, 9 games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games left. 8 games left, so I will just do them all. We go Norfolk taking on Florida, Troy taking on Kentucky. We got New Mexico taking on Marquette. We got Akron taking on Arizona. Arizona laying 14. We got UConn laying 6 against Oklahoma. Xavier, a 4-point dog against Illinois. Bryant, 17-point dog against Michigan State. And ending the night with Liberty as a 7-point dog against the Oregon Ducks. We'll kick it on over to Ron. What do you think here in these 8 college basketball games, Ron?
Yeah, my NCAA best bet goes down here in a couple hours, so you can get that right now at Tony's Picks. I'm going to look at New Mexico. Thank God Colorado State won, so they're off the schneid, but I always like New Mexico anyway. If you look at them, their three-pointers are going to carry them through. Marquette, they are a great team, and they could blow them out, but I love New Mexico's coach because, who's his daddy? You know what I'm saying? He's played Marquette. He knows how to play Marquette. He said, hey, yeah, Richard, you need to do this against Marquette. So St. John's owned Marquette this year, right? So, probably got some advice from old Pops on that one. And look at Oklahoma and UConn. Everybody's going to be like, oh, is UConn back? Well, I don't think so. And Oklahoma is one of those teams that went on the road in the SEC and had a 10-5 ATS record. So I'm going to take Oklahoma plus the points in that one. And I'm going to look at Illinois. I hope you got your hat there, Rod. Love Illinois in this spot. Xavier, coming off that big win against Texas, or little win, if you will. I'm going to go with the Illini in that one. And late night, I like Liberty. Love the way they played in conference. And I just didn't trust Oregon all year, and I still don't trust them today. So give me Liberty.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you think here in the late night college basketball slate, Ramon?
Yeah, we talked about the New Mexico and Marquette game. I'm going to go under in that game. You got a New Mexico team here that's gone under in 4 straight. Also 1-5 to the under as a dog against the Marquette team. The coach knows how to play some defense. So give me the under here in that one at 153 will be my pick. We're splitting this up, right, Rod? Two segments of college, right?
Yeah, so we're going to finish. No, we did it all. We're going to do everything you got.
Yeah, I went the way to Liberty Oregon.
Great. I'll give you one more. Sure, thank you. So we'll go under there in Marquette and New Mexico. And late night, I'm going to go with Michigan State to rock here over Bryant. Look, novel story here, I think, with Bryant, but I got Michigan State probably 20 points better than this team. So this spread's gone down to 17 and a half. I'm going to take Sparty here in this one, lay the points against Bryant for my 2 plays in college ball tonight.
I agree. Give me Sparty there in that spot over Bryant. They're just the better defensive team, and it's just that time of year they'll be ready to go there in that one, be able to slow the pace down in this one. And then they love to defend the 3, so Bryant loves to chuck that 3. So I definitely like Michigan State there, as Ramon alluded to, by 20. Yep, I'll do it. Give me and that lines went up and down. I even seen a 16.5 earlier. So it did get bet all the way down to 16.5, and now it's starting to come back the other way, back up to 17. Even starting to see some 17.5 pop back out there for that game.
Bryant 1-5 as a dog against the spread. Michigan State's been a real good spread favorite this year, 17-9 ATS.
Yeah. And then I'm looking at, I like the over between Akron and Arizona. I just don't think a whole lot of defense is played there. Both offenses will be able to score plenty enough points. Give us the over 166 there in that matchup. And then look at the one that's about to kick off here. You know what? I looked at this. This line hasn't budged a whole lot. Florida sitting at minus 28.5. And after what we've seen Duke do, you know what? I'm going to lay with Florida. Give me the minus 28.5. Sorry, Norfolk. Yeah, I guess good season, but you're not covering here. You're going to get chomp. You're going to lose by 40 in that one. Lay the 28.5 with Florida. They cruise to the 30-plus point win there and easily get the win and cover over Norfolk. Go, Mouse. Go, St. Mary's. Go. Sorry, distracted. It's March Madness. I'm trying to do 2 things at once. I'm trying to give you plays on these games, and then watching the end of the St. Mary's game is they're up by 6.
A good one, no doubt about it, Rod. They're going to come down to the wire here.
It is, right? Always right down to the wires. They just hit a 3, so 56, 53 now. It's like, man.
They had this total of 100. I'm not saying, it's easy to say it now, but 136 points. These guys aren't even going to get to 120 here in this one.
Well, she might have jinxed it. All of a sudden, they hit overtime. Outside hit overtime, and then there you go. There goes your $130.
Where unders and dogs go to die.
I've seen it plenty of times. It wouldn't shock you if that was the way this game finished, but it looks like Vandy missed their last one, and St. Mary's just shooting a free throw. It's up 57-53. Yeah, I think your under is pretty much safe. Barring Vandy, all of a sudden chucking threes and maybe getting some lucky down the stretch and hoping St. Mary's misses some free throws, but St. Mary's pretty good at hitting those free throws.
Oh, they are.
Yep.
Tournament time, I don't like to, I like to keep the bracket if the spread's low, usually kind of roll with the favorite, just the spirit of things. This is one where I tried to thread the needle a little bit there with St. Mary's and take the points, and it is right on that number right now for sure.
It's right on that number, right?
Yeah.
All right, that wraps up the. Actually, we got one more. Let's head on over. We'll skate on over to the lone hockey game on the
I'll give mine if you give yours. So,
Big one here, Ron.
Big game going. We got Columbus taking on Pittsburgh here in this one. Total 6 in this one. We'll kick it on over to Ron. What do you got here in this one?
Yeah, free premium for you. It's Pittsburgh. You look at Columbus; they're 9-20 on the road as a dog. I'm taking the Penguins.
Heading on over to Ramon. What do you think here in this one, Ramon?
Well, I got to go under here in this one with Columbus and Pittsburgh here tonight. Actually, we've seen this one. I think, Rod, pretty much get slammed to the under overnight a little bit. Maybe in this game you might be expecting there. I guess there are some DraftKings 6.5 still under. I don't know. You're a great hockey expert. I think paying the juice is more significant. Yeah, I like to spread it around a little bit. Sometimes I'll do a little on the 6 or 6.5, the same thing, 5.5s and 6s, whatever, and kind of split the bet up. But I'm going to go with the under here in this one with Columbus and Pittsburgh tonight. If it's moving lower, that might be the indicator here for me. I'm going to try the under tonight, and I'll probably go 6.5 at minus $1.25 or $1.30. Since there's only one game, I want to win it.
Right, and then you look. I kind of lean to an under there myself, but I also lean to Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh gets the job done here. Colorado's already won the first 2 meetings of the season. They won 6-2, and then the last one here in Pittsburgh was a 4-3 shootout win for Columbus. And then Columbus here on the second half of the back-to-back. They've struggled to score. You look this Columbus club. They have a total of 4 goals in their last 5 games. That equals 1, and that's less than a goal a game, is what Columbus has been scoring because they've got 4 goals in 5 games. So what is that? 0.8?
They're great at home, though.
Right? So I like the under 6, but I'm going to take that Pittsburgh gets their double revenge spot, and they're rested, ready to go. We'll take the Penguins there in that one. I was going to put that in as a premium, but I won't. It's premium for everybody.
Premium. We gave you premium.
Featured game of the night right there. Columbus and
And the Rockets. Don't forget the Rockets.
Don't worry, Rod. You only got 15 videos to do for tomorrow.
That's it.
14.
14, okay. Let's load up on hockey night. Hockey night.
Hockey night in Canada.
All right, that brings us to the parlay segment. Game in the future, player prop. We leave it up to the capper for them to decide, and then they'll let us know what they got going over at Tony's Picks, and then over at Tony'sPicks.com. That's where you can find our best bets, the bets that we're making today, the ones that we love the most. Hit the link. That'll get you right on over there at Tony'sPicks.com, and you can find our best bets that we're making today. Kicking on over to Ron. What do you got for us, Ron?
Yeah, what I got tonight, like I said, I got my NHL play of the day. Just gave it to you, so don't buy it. And I got my NBA 3-point play, and I got my best bet in the college tournament coming up here, so you can get those at Tony's Picks. For a parlay, we already talked about it. Give me the Penguins. Give me New Mexico plus the points. They probably win it outright. And I'll take the Houston Rockets. And I'll give you a KBO play. It's KBO opening night tonight. We're going to take the Samsung Lions -1 plus 130. If you don't know how to do that, you can put 70% on the -165 and then put your 30% on plus 115 on the run line. So make 2 bets on that, and you'll get a nice -1 profit. If it pushes, you'll be okay. So won't lose anything on that one. So good luck, and I'll give you an MLS play at the end of the show.
Who are they playing, Ron? I know it's opening night, right?
Yeah, it's Samsung, and they're playing Kiwoom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Playing the Heroes. So take the Lions over the Heroes.
Samsung finished the runner-up last year in the series. And, of course, they got pretty much everybody coming back. Huardo is on the mound for them, and then we're getting a American retread. Kenny Rosenberg's coming in for the Kiwoom Heroes. So you see there's a lot of pitchers coming in from America. You get Logan Allen from the Cleveland Indians. He's going tonight. Cole Irvin from Baltimore. He's going tonight. So you got a lot of American pitchers going tonight.
about that, Rod? I like that.
Hey, over to Ramon. What do you got for us, Ramon?
No, I would need you to kick it to me every time. I gotta. Hey, look, if Ron's going to go off the board, I'm going to go off the board here a little bit. I'm going to go to the women's tournament here. We've already had a pretty fun day, pretty much to form so far with the ladies. A lot of blowouts here. Was one close game, IU over Utah, but I'm going to go here to a couple of late games. I'm going to take South Florida and Tennessee to go over a 147. Tennessee's favored, of course, by about 17 points. South Florida, their offense a little bit better than I think the odds makers are giving them credit for. They might even hang in this game, but I'm going to try the over here with South Florida and Tennessee, and then I'm going to go to Duke and lay 4 touchdowns. Actually, it might be even a little bit more. I'll give it out at 29 here. There's some 28.5s out here. They're playing Lehigh, and I'm going to take Duke for a little two-teamer tonight on the women's NCAA tournament.
And what do you got over Tony's picks?
Thank you, sir. Let me not bury the lead here. I've got a 3-pack tonight in college basketball, still to come with the night games. My best plays in the NCAA tournament. We already brought you home a winner with that over in the Alabama Bobby Morris game, and I've got 3 plays lined up for the NCAA tournament. I went with a 3-pack also in the NBA. I think we can still look to some of these teams. You got to do a little extra work. I kind of come in there a little bit later with the packages close to noon my time, because you got to try, you want to get a sale, but you also want to make sure that you have the personnel as best as you can get it. So I got a 3-pack over there tonight in the NBA. And I do have a late game for my $19 discount best bet in the NCAA tournament. So if you want to check us out and get a little feel for how it works over at Tony'sPicks.com, those packages, single day packages, are profit guaranteed. We must turn a profit with our packages, or you're going to get credit to load up with me the next day, or maybe one of my friends here. My discount best bet tonight, $19 in the NCAA tournament on one of the late games. So check it out over at Tony'sPicks.com.
Nice. Sounds good. Looking at for me, my little parlay, we're going to go with the Pittsburgh Penguins on the money line. We're going to lay the 4.5 with the Houston Rockets. And then a game that Ramon mentioned, the under between New Mexico and Marquette. Lower scoring one. You look at Marquette, their last 12 on a neutral court. We've seen 147 or less points in that one. And he said the total's at 153.5 is where I see it. Yep, take the under. 153.5. Add that to the parlay. Little 3.
Little shaka ball, Rod. Little shaka ball.
That's right.
Yeah, we're getting about 6 points of value there. Normally they score, like I said, 147 points or more, and this total's up about 6 points higher than what I think it is.
2 good defensive teams.
Let's shock the defense in the NCAA tournament for sure.
Definitely.
At least to help it to go under. I know there's some New Mexico support out there, but let's go under. Yeah.
And then I go over for me over Tony's picks. I got a 5-pack left in tonight's college basketball action. We went 2-1 in the morning slate because St. Mary's, they won by 3. Funny that Vandy didn't foul. They missed a 3 with like 6 seconds left, down 3, and they didn't foul. Weird. They let St. Mary's just dribble it right out. Let the guy just run right on by and dribble it right out. I never seen that before ever. Usually you foul, and so no hope of that. Well, 2-1, still a winning morning. I'll take it. I got a nice 5-pack tonight, and that includes my best bet. My 10-star college basketball slam dunk play of the day. It is in that 5-pack. We're on a nice 20-6 run with that best bet of the day. So definitely scoop that up. And then I have one play for long-term people in the NBA. One play that I absolutely love in there. So definitely scoop that up. Best way to go. It's Friday. So grab that 3-day pass. You'll get Friday, you'll get Saturday, you'll get Sunday's action. And then I get Mondays in early enough that you get Monday's action as well. So that's the best deal going. Basically, you get 4 days for the price of 3. You can also do the same thing with the 3-day pass in the 2-for-1 capper promotional as well. As you can see, I'm not the only on capper over at Tony's Picks. You see all of us on the leaderboard, pair of your 2 favorite cappers up, and have 2 cappers working hard for you, putting money into your pocket all weekend long with that 2-for-1 capper 3-day pass on the weekend. And also, when you're on board long-term here at Tony's Picks, then you get that late steam play that Ramon's talking about sometimes. Hey, that NBA, sometimes those injuries and who's in and who's out, sometimes you don't get it till with anywhere from 10 minutes to 2 hours before tip off. You get that late information. Hey, that turns into what we call here at Tony's Picks late steam play. And when you're aboard long term, those get emailed directly to you here at Tony's Picks. One of those exclusives that I've seen at Tony's Picks and anywhere else. So jump aboard long term here with any one of the caps you see here at Tony's Picks and take advantage of that exclusive offer. That wraps up the week here for the happy hour show. Thanks everybody for tuning in all week long. Definitely had a good time and have yourself a wonderful weekend. I'm excited for this weekend's action. Definitely have yourself a good one. And the last words from anybody before we head on out for the weekend slate of action.
Yes, sir. We got MLS tomorrow. We don't have any other soccer until a couple weeks here. They're on the Nations League break, which I do not cap, so sorry, can't help you with that one. But we're going to take LAFC tomorrow, plus 164 at Sporting Kansas City. Sporting Kansas City cannot win as an underdog. They never win as an underdog. I think they've lost like 9 straight as an underdog. So LAFC tomorrow afternoon, evening, get it done.
I don't have anything for you. I think I've tapped out of plays, Rod. Thank you very much. Great job this week.
Enjoy the tournament. Have a good weekend. Yeah.
No worries. I was just looking at something. That's all. I was just trying to see.
They're trying to make a run, huh? They still got 10.5 minutes.
No, we're good. I was just looking to see. Nah. Nothing popping out at me as Ron looked at MLS. Yeah, sometimes I like MLS, but I like what you got.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I know. Yeah, Ron's our soccer guy. I will go to the MLS. I didn't even think about tomorrow, and maybe I can get Ron's reaction. I'm going to take Seattle over Houston on the road tomorrow in Major League Soccer. There's my final word. Say it again, Ron.
Both teams to score.
BTTS in Seattle and Houston. It's at Houston. I've got Seattle. Ron gives you the BTTS. All right. There's our MLS coverage.
Take Los Angeles FC over the Sporting Kansas City, right?
That's it. Yep.
All right. 7 of 8, just so you know. They've lost 7 of 8 straight up games. So they're 1-7 as Sporting KC in their last 8 games altogether.
Minnesota had a 3-0 lead on them last Saturday. I was on them, that same trend you're talking about. Sporting came back and scored 3 and tied it. They had a draw, but that should have been a loss. Yep.
I might still be on.
As an underdog, they don't win. It's a good trend.
I might still be on field from last night's national team game, and Canada too. They both got laid an egg there.
Plus 150, I'm in. I'll take. I don't bet a lot of soccer, but I'll be in on Los Angeles FC there.
There you go.
I'll agree with her on there. Let's get it. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. And guess what?
Enjoy that tournament.
Yeah, enjoy the tournament. Back at it tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern for the morning show. Tony, me, and a lot of the other covers that you see here probably be checking into that Saturday morning show. So, till then, have yourself a good Friday night, everybody. Have a good one.
Good luck, everybody.